back to another episode of She, Her, Dyke. And Mary's not here, but I got a special guest with me. Y'all asked for this, so I brought my mom here. And this is going to be a coming out part 2. And we're just going to talk about it from her perspective and how things went for her. So let's hop right into it.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well, we got to introduce you to the people. What you want them to call you? Mama Mo? Mo?
I don't know. You know, mom is fine.
They not your mama.
Oh, true, but
y'all can call her Mo.
Yeah, Mo, because a lot of people call me Mo.
Okay. All right. So let's get into it. So I guess this will start from the beginning. What was your initial thoughts when I first came out to you? And I've actually never asked you this, so I'm interested.
Ooh.
Like, what was going through your mind?
I was devastated. To be honest.
Devastated. Okay, that's
devastated. I was devastated because, you know, as a parent, you know, we want what we think is best for our children, right? And I have to say, I hate to say this word, but if you really want my honest opinion, I was ashamed. I was ashamed because I didn't want to have to tell anyone that my daughter is a lesbian. So it was very difficult. I was hurt by it. I cried. You know, I cried for.
You a punk.
Yeah, I was a punk, but I cried for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. But it's just that I didn't want that for her, you know, and I really feel bad about saying this, but I just didn't want that for her because I knew what came with it. I know it's not an easy lifestyle, and I didn't want to have to be going out here fighting, you know.
Okay, no, I got a question. Did you already know, though? Because everybody say, oh, I already know. Did you already?
I did.
You lying.
I did. No, I did. I tell you what, okay, when you were 5, you know, I started to say, this girl don't want to play with doll babies. She wasn't interested in...
I did play with doll babies.
You cut their hair, Alexis. You cut the hair off.
They wanted buzz cuts.
No. Every doll I got, Alexis, she cut the hair off. Or she took their clothes off. She didn't like them wearing dresses. Or she would cut the clothes up.
They wasn't comfortable in them
so
girly
they
clothes.
could look like a boy. So I did notice some things at that time, but I was thinking that, you know, she was just a tomboy. Because, you know, I was a tomboy coming up. And I said, oh, she'll get over it. You know, it's just a phase. And that phase never, you know.
So when I came out, did you think me being gay was a phase as well?
Yeah.
Girl.
Because that's what you hope for. As a parent, when you don't want
okay,
to
so it was just like a hopeful thing. It's not
it was
something
it wasn't something I really believed, but it was this hopeful thing. I'll tell you, you know, I even asked you. I said, Alexis, have you ever been with a guy? You may want to try it first.
Mm-hmm,
you know, I really pushed that because
you still be trying.
Yeah, because I still think it's important for you to make sure.
I'm good, love.
But I know, you know, at this point, I know you really gay. But
I'm glad you know.
But I still wanted you to, you know, experience, you know, a relationship with a man.
You wish that on me? Wow.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, but then I realized it wasn't about, you know, you checking for the other team, being with a guy. It wasn't about that. It was about who you are. And if I could take it all back, if I was, if I was in the headspace that I'm in now, I probably would have embraced you and gave you a big hug, because I know how hard that was to embrace your truth.
Gross.
You know, and come out as a lesbian woman. And as a parent, I should have gave you that room. And it was very selfish of me to just make it about me. Because basically that's what I did. I made it about me, you know, because I was like, oh, I'm ashamed. I don't want to tell anybody. And so, yeah, I'm sorry, babe. I should have, you know, it hurts me that I still think about it. I should not have carried it that way, but I just wasn't in the space that I am now. So if I could do it all over, I would throw you a coming out party, you know. So I just like...
So, okay, I have a question. So what was harder for you? Was it me being gay or was it me being masculine?
I would say...
Or both of them?
Both of them. But I would say, if you know, probably the masculine presenting. Um, I had a, because I felt like you were femme, you could hide it, you know?
But
I felt like you didn't have to, nobody would know. But the masculine presenting was very difficult because you did not like women clothes for sure. And you were going through a phase that you were trying to figure it out on how you wanted to look.
did you think I wanted to be a boy?
Yes. And I think that would have been, I don't know what I would have done. Just like, I still kind of be like, well, good that we had that talk. I asked you, what, years ago? Did you want to be a boy?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna share this because maybe other people experience it. But there was a point in time where I thought I was meant to be a man, or I was considering transitioning to male. And that was just like I was young, and that was just me trying to figure out like who I was, and I was confused because I'm like I don't look like the rest of these women. I'm big, I'm hairy. I got a little bass in my voice sometimes, and I was like maybe I'm meant to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Because I just didn't feel like I fit in with other women or the girls that I was around. But as I got older, eventually I was just like, this is just the type of woman that I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not necessarily meant to be a man. It's just this is just me, and how I'm supposed to be. So, yeah.
Right, right. So, yeah, I think, that's how I was looking at it. I said, well, if she was a femme, I can hide it. I don't have to share that my daughter's a lesbian because, you don't look like one. But, so that took, it is, like you said, it's growth. And it's bottom line is I love Alexis. I love my daughter. And I want her to be happy. And when she came to me with that and said, "Mom, do you want me to be happy?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" Just like so.
I mean, are there still some things that you struggle with?
Probably, I will struggle with even though you don't do it in front of me, but I know it's going to come a time that I'm going to have to see you boot up.
I don't know, girl. It ain't looking so good.
Because you may, it's going to happen, if you just follow my lead on what's the right girl for you, but you won't listen to me. But that's another story. But
I mean, it's hard for me too. I mean, because for one, I don't really like PDA, but damn, to be like booed up in front of my mom,
right,
it's kind of weird. I don't know.
Now I did catch you booed up one time.
Well, yeah.
And I was just like, oh,
yeah, you look like
okay.
doing the shit bricks. Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I kind of like.
You was like, what?
I did say, oh shit. I was like,
I ain't move either. I was like, yeah, this
and
is what it is.
Like you was kind of like, yeah, this what it is. And I was like, how dare her? She just like, let's go later. Didn't even try to move and get up. Or
I was in a tough position. I can't act like a little punk in front of my little boo.
But, it did startle me for a moment. But I moved past it. I was just like, hey, it is what it is. But, after that, I kind of laughed it off because I thought it was funny. I was just like, just look at her. She really thinks she just big.
And that kind of answers one of the questions y'all had. The question was, do you date in front of your mom, and does she accept your lesbian friends?
Yes, I do accept her lesbian friends.
She loves them more than I do.
I love them, but really, right now, I mean, it's only, Alexis is very careful who she brings around me because of the fact that I love everybody. And she doesn't want me to get attached.
Facts.
So she's very careful. But right now, my main boos are, Mary and Lex. Those are my main boos. But, it's other people that, I've been introduced to that I love just as much. But Lex and Mary is like, they're always around. They're besties, they're close. And so that means they're part of me. But, I love, I accept her friends, I love them. So, yeah.
It's a couple of other questions that y'all had. So we're going to get into those as soon as I bring them up. And, all right. So when you found out, did you worry more about your future or mine?
Oh, definitely I worried about your future. Because
you were afraid.
Yes, people was crazy and I felt like I was going to get a charge a couple of times. Not one time, but a couple of times. And I felt like I always had to have some bail money because, people are crazy. And I feared for, and I still do. I still fear when they going out tonight. Mary and Alexis, they going out tonight. And I still worry about them when they go out. I just like they're grown, but I still worry about them.
I mean, but are you worrying about me because I'm your daughter, or are you worrying about me because I'm gay?
I'm worrying about you because you're my daughter and you're gay.
Oh, both of them.
Yes, both of them, whatever you said, because motherfuckers are crazy. So I just.
First of all,
can I curse on here?
You said motherfuckers, and you know that's not right. It's motherfuckers.
Oh, I can't say that, but I cursed.
All right. Anyway,
and I said I wasn't gonna curse.
Okay.
And I did anyway.
Okay, so so you were more worried about yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Were you worried about how the family would react?
Oh yeah, because my family, woo. Now we all got that, that family, that. Yeah, I was really worried about the family because I don't really like all of them, and when I had to come out, I was like, now, who I'm gonna have to cut off, But it actually went well. I didn't even have an issue, but I was worried about the family on how they would receive her, but.
Did you ever have to defend me to anybody, whether it's family or friends or?
If I have to defend you, then they're not my friend or my family.
Period. Pooh.
Fuck them. So just if I have to defend you, then they're not part of my circle. So that's just how it is.
Were you ever in that situation where you felt like?
No, I've never been in that situation because I make it very clear. That if you got something to say, leave the table right now because we can't be friends.
Respect.
So like I said, so we just can't be friends. So that's never been a case because I would never allow that to cross my boundary.
I don't know, with family members, it was, because we're not really that close with family.
Right, yeah, but the family actually, they did good. They really accept Alexis the way, it was almost like, hey, we already knew,
everybody claims they already knew.
Yeah, they probably, but I didn't have any issues. I had, the family, it was well received, so that was a good thing. It was really, I was the hard sell, me, I was just like, because.
Did you and Dad ever talk about it?
We just kind of did a head nod.
Yeah, I never talked about it with Dad either, so it was like. So y'all never said anything about it?
We talked about it because, I blamed him when you first came out. I blamed him.
Why? What you mean you blamed him?
Because I was just like, I said, when you used to go to Poconos for the summer. And I was coming up, I said, see if you wouldn't took away from summer with your other wife. And it was just crazy.
Okay,
I was
so
coming
you
up
was
with
being
a bunch
bitter.
of, I was trying to blame him. Then I blamed his brother because, Jeffrey, Alexis had the uncle that, what do you call him? A gay man. And it's like, so I blamed him, for that. And I said, it's in your family. And
so you thought I was influenced?
I thought you was influenced. I thought it was, I was crazy.
So you were just looking for reasons?
Just a reason on why was this happening. Because I'm like.
Did you feel like it was something that you did or that you failed as a parent in any way?
Yeah, I definitely felt like I failed as a parent. Because I was like, what did I, and then I said, I shouldn't let her play. I should have never let her play basketball. So
that's really where you messed up, Mom. I wanted to play soccer, but no.
You did. So I felt like, I should not have allowed you to play basketball because when you started playing basketball, I started seeing some things, and I was just like, oh shit. I said I knew, that's what I felt like. That's where it happened because, and I always want to know who turned you out. I felt like somebody turned out.
I woke up like this.
Nobody turned you out?
No.
I felt like that girl that I used to take you over to her house turned you out. Oh
my God.
At Virginia Beach. But you won't come clean with that.
No, she did not turn her. If anything. All right, we're not going to go there.
Oh, you turned her out?
Anyway. All right.
Wow.
The next
so you turn
question.
People out now.
No, never. The next question.
Sure about that?
Okay. All right. The next question was, did I tell you that I wanted to wear boy clothes?
No, she didn't.
I just did it.
She just got up. Oh.
I didn't know how to have that conversation. I mean, it was already one thing to come out as gay, but to come out as masculine, girl, you doing a lot.
Goodness.
You're just gonna you're gonna get what I give, and that's it. Like,
and I still have, I'm good with it now, but I still have a problem with some of the things that Alexis wear.
All the time.
I'd be like, I'd be like, come on. I mean, she'll wear women dress pants at least one time, but I still have a problem with it. But and that's. It just is what it is, but I get through it. But I didn't like Alexis when she was going through her phase. back in the day. She used to wear the little jeans and the chain. Everybody used to wear the chain hanging off. That
Oh
was like the
yeah, I
gay
actually want to
thing to
get me a
me.
chain now.
Yeah, it was the
Chain.
chain hanging off the pocket, and that used to drive me freaking crazy. And I was
I
like,
was on
oh
like my
my God.
skateboard shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and she used to have a long chain hanging to the knee. And she was to go, and then she had to fit it. And then she would wear the braids. And, Alexis has long hair. And she would wear the Iverson braids then, to the back. And I was just like, this girl going to have me to have a heart attack. And
Yeah, I gave you a lot.
yeah, she was doing a lot. And she was playing basketball, and one time she was playing basketball at the high school. She was waiting to play, and I saw all these girls coming up to her. And at the time, that's when she was going through her masculine phase with the boy clothes. They were just running up to her, and I was so freaking mad. I was like, she is a girl. But they was running to her.
What was that, girl? I
At Bayside, when you were playing basketball, you had that
Oh,
purple.
I did
Yeah.
have some. Mm-hmm.
They were coming up to her, and I was just like, she is a girl.
So when I cut my hair off,
Oh my God.
is that when you thought that I wanted to be a guy, or
Yes.
did you already
Yes.
think that?
And when you cut your hair off, I said, oh, I'm slow rolling to the grave right now. The slow roll to the grave. This girl, first of all, Alexis gave me no warning.
What? It's my hair.
When Alexis turned 18, she did every goddamn thing. She really took me there. So like I said, she took me there. So she came home and she cut off her hair. All her hair. Alexis, you know her hair was down her back.
Curly fro, whatever.
And she cut all of it off. And I was so devastated. I just looked at her and immediately started crying. I asked her why she did it. She was like, I told you I was going to get my hair cut when I turned 18. I was going to cut it all off.
So I did warn you, technically.
And I was just like, she really did it. So I did not, and I still will say to this day, I do not like Alexis with short hair, and I hope she never does it again. And that doesn't have anything to do with being gay. I just think that short hair does not do it for her. But I did not like it. I just did not like it. But she had took me through, girl. She had took me through. So I just like, yeah, but.
Okay, so we have another question, and this one is a little deep or whatever. Let me pull it up. All right, so question that someone asked. It says, my mom is really Christian and a minister at the church. Our relationship hasn't been the same since I came out 3 years ago, and I don't feel accepted. I haven't talked to her in months because she insists on telling me that she disagrees with my lifestyle, that I'm going through an identity crisis, and that I'm gonna go to hell if I don't change. But I want a relationship with her. I've accepted that she probably won't be at my future wedding, but it still feels weird not being able to talk to her about the major part of my life and truly be myself around her. Is there anything I can do to mend this broken relationship?
Wow, that's heavy. That's heavy. How would I tackle that question? Because it's so much. Poor thing.
I mean, what clicks for you? Like, I mean, well, you never thought about, like, disowning me in any way.
I never thought about disowning you, but when you dealing with a parent that is religious, that takes it a different, it just makes it more difficult because I am Christian. I'm not religious, but I am a Christian woman. And of course, I believe that God is love, but I don't believe that He had put these people on earth to be, disliked, disowned. I believe love is love. And we have to realize that we love who we love. You are who you are. And it's just going to be hard for her to mend that relationship with her mother, being that she is
I don't
religious.
really think, coming from my point of view, it's not really for you to mend.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't help how you are.
Yeah,
it's something that she's going to have to
accept. And I hate to say that because it's tough, because I know as a mother, you need your mother, and that's what it was for me, for Alexis. I wanted to be in her life. I wanted her to be able to rely on me and and come to me. I didn't want her to feel like she had to hide. And that's one of the things was for me. I didn't want her to have to hide who she was. So that is going to be tough, young lady. My heart goes out to you. You would have to really just accept that your mother may not ever see, see this as a thing for her.
Because, I mean, it's kind of like lifestyle versus lifestyle. You know,
Right.
her lifestyle is she's a minister. She's in the church probably all day, every day. And
Right. And she's leading a people, and she's feeling like she can't, preach this, but has a daughter that is this way. But like I said, to me, love is love. Love is love. You love who you love, and it has any. It's gonna be tough, young lady, and I just hope that you can just still live your life and understand that you and your mother may not have that perfect relationship, and maybe hopefully she will come around, but you have to still move on with your life and live your best life
yeah,
and live it for yourself, not for your mother, but live it for yourself.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you can reach out to her, but
Yeah.
like I said, it's lifestyle versus lifestyle. And you're not going to stop being gay. She's not going to stop being a minister.
Exactly.
So it's
Exactly.
like, hopefully y'all can find a common ground. But yeah, I don't think there's really anything you can do to mend it because it's nothing you can change.
Right.
You
Right.
know, so it's not like you can stop being gay. And honestly, like, why? You know what I'm saying? So
You can't turn that off, but and just like you said, you have to.
you don't want to suppress yourself the
Yeah.
rest of your life. So
You have to be happy,
yeah.
and just something that it may not happen. You don't have to be honest with you. I've talking to some parents now that where their kids just came out.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm
that
working-
will be my next question.
Yeah.
What would be your advice to other parents that are dealing with their kids coming out?
Put your, don't be selfish. Put your own thoughts aside. Put your own feelings aside, and let your child come out and just be who they are and like embrace it. Find a way to embrace it. As a parent, we've lived our lives. Let our children live their lives, their best life, and don't take that moment away from them. Allow them to, live their truth. That's what I would say to a parent, and get out of your feelings. Get out of your feelings and trying to you think you got the perfect, your child is still perfect. Just because they love differently, they're still perfect. So for a parent, I always tell them, get out of your feelings. Get out of your freaking feelings. It's not about you, and that's where as parents we go wrong because we're selfish, because we want what we want for our children is never going to be in line with what our children want for themselves. So we have to step aside and let our children be who they are.
Period.
Yes. And so that's what it took for me. Like I said, I love Alexa. I'm not perfect. I still have my moments with with this. And so I want, don't get it twisted. I'm still, if she could date a man, I still would like, hey, try it. I'm still on that.
Girl. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But I do think that was great advice.
Yeah, but
Good job, Mom.
but I want people to live their best lives, and you love who you love, and go for it. Go for it.
Okay. All right. We're gonna wrap this up. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If y'all have any more questions, feel free to email us at sheherdyke
Yes.
at gmail.com. Also, we have Instagram and Twitter now, so follow us, sheherdyke, on Instagram and Twitter. Real easy, spelled the regular way. And yes, thank y'all again for tuning in, and we'll see y'all on another Monday. Bye.